Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Thursday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. So if you make custom charms, you more than likely have a whole lot of custom charms just kind of all over the place like I do. And I have, let me see if I can find the other bag. Now these are all custom charms. All of these. So these are charms I made using regular beads. So you can see. And then I have another small bag right here. So this is a mixture of charms that I purchased as well as custom. A lot of custom charms. So what I'm going to do, so you can see like the custom charms, like these right here that I made using the letters, using beads. I think this one is an earring. Let's take this one off. This is an earring. But these are, oh, that's bent. Let's take this off. So that's a charm from a bead, charm from beads. So you get my point. Charm. So I'm going to show you if you end up with a bag full of custom charms, I'm going to show you what you can do with them. So we got a whole lot of them here. And generally, of course, I use them for bracelets, and I'm probably going to use a lot more of these for bracelets. But I'm going to show you something else we can do with them real quick. I'm going to do 5 necklaces. And the 5 necklaces, I'm going to use the wrap beads. So these are hand painted 25 millimeter wood beads that I painted. And then I wrap them with 15 gauge aluminum wire. You can find these on my website. So you got these, and we're just going to use five different ones. And we're going to make 5 different necklaces. So what we're going to do, we got all our stuff right here. I don't know if I'm going to use these beads or not, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to use 18 gauge wire. Actually, 18 gauge. Let me see. Do I want to use the 18 or do I want to use the 16? I'm going to use a 16. No, I'm not. I'm going to use the 18 gauge. Oh, and this is another thing. The last time I made necklaces, I used a nylon cord, which you can absolutely positively use. Basically anything you want to use. But I have some cords right here, and I believe these are the wax nylon or wax cotton or something. But they're silver on the end, and I don't like silver very much. But because I have these, I'm going to use these just to show you that you can make them, you know, different from the nylon cord. So these have a lobster clasp on them with the adjustable length right here. And I'm going to just kind of put it right here. So then it'll show you it's shorter, and that's okay. But I'm going to make a couple of necklaces. So we're going to be using these cords right here. So what we're going to do, we are going to take us a piece of cord, a piece of wire, about yay. Oh, let's see something. Well, Darlene, can you tell us what yay is? Yeah, I'll tell you what yay is real quick. So if we measure it, that's about 10 inches. If you can see where the wire stops. That's about 10 inches, this piece right here. And we may not even need all this, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the end of the wire. Now, if you make these, use 16 gauge wire so it'll be nice and thick. This is an 18 gauge wire, and for some reason it just seems to be thinner. I don't know where I bought this at, but it seems to be thinner. But either way, I'm gonna take these apart, so it don't even matter. So I'm gonna take these little pliers, whatever they call, you guys know, and I'm gonna take it at the end all the way down because I want it to be a real big hoop on the bottom. So I'm gonna just go ahead and close it like that, to where it gives me that nice big hoop down there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to start beading. Let's see which ones we want to start with. We'll start with a blue, a little small blue one. And I'm using a smaller one, that bead that has a smaller hole, because when I put the bigger bead on here, it has a bigger hole, and it will lessen the chance of the big bead sliding off of the cord. It's not going to, but you know, I like to do that anyway. So I'm going to put this one on here. I want to put another. Let's see. Let's put this one on here now and see what we get. And see, I want to put something else at the bottom. So I want to put, and I want a flatter bead down here. That's what I was looking for before I started. I wanted it real flat. So we'll put this right here. And then I want to put another bead right here that's a little bit bigger. Let's go with a black one. We'll go with this one, and we'll see if everything matches. And if it doesn't, guess what? We'll just keep switching it up until it matches. Okay, so that matches. But then I also want to, let's go with one of these beads right here. And then we'll take the glass, this blue glass bead, and see if this matches. And that does match for what we want. Okay, and then we want to put another small bead at the top right here. So we can, again, use one of these small beads, right? And then that's what it gets us, like that. Do we got another brown one up here? Let me try this one. Yeah, I don't want that one up there. Let's just go with this one. Oh, wait a minute. That matches. That's pretty. And then what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and close this off at the top. And we're just going to go ahead, and I want to just kind of loosely wrap the wire around, because I'm trying to give it like a little type of personality. And you can see how it's loosely wrapped, and that's what I want to do. I want it loosely wrapped. It meaning the wire. And then we'll just go ahead and wrap it closed. And I'm going to take the end of the wire. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Let me see. And remember, I'm not keeping these cords on the necklace. I'm going to change these. I'm not going to even keep the necklaces. I'm just making these. So I'm going to just put this on here, just to give me an idea what the necklace looks like. So these are basically just some necklace ideas. So I'm going to do this, and then what I'm going to do at the bottom, we are going to put a bunch of our handmade charms on here. I keep having to take my hand back because my glasses broke and they keep falling off. And I got a really nice, expensive pair of glasses, but I don't wear them because I don't want them broken. And I only like it when I go places and I have to, I go handle business and stuff. I take the good pair of glasses with me. But when I'm at home doing what I'm doing, I always wear these cheap glasses from the Dollar Tree. So I have to keep pulling my hand up like this to keep putting the glasses on. But let me see. We're going to use some of our handmade. So these are letters. Let's go ahead and put some of these on. So it's basically a charm. It's basically a charm pendant necklace. And you can put as many. So we need to put some small ones on that side first. And then we'll put the bigger ones on. So we're going to do a couple of small ones like that. And maybe like one of the little faces. And then we'll go ahead and put a couple of the letters. And then like maybe one more small one. And then we'll go ahead and close it. So then what happens is you have a charm necklace. What you can also do, let me see if I can. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just show you what you can also do. I'm going to clip this off. Wait, where's my scissors? Because what you can also do is you can get you some cord that's longer cord, right? And you get that longer cord, and then basically, let me see if I can find something with big holes. And then basically just get you some beads. And then, wait, I need something with big holes. Oh, okay, like let's try these. Get you some beads that got bigger holes on them. Now I'm just putting this on here. I'm not keeping none of this. Just as an example. So you can basically get some different thread, or you can use the nylon. Do I got another bigger one up here? Something with a big hole. No. But anyway, like this, you can get you some beads that have the bigger holes, and you can not only just do it this way, you can finish it off like taking the beads up. So if this was thinner, or if I had some beads that were round beads and the hole was big enough, I would just put them on here and start them from down here. Like maybe, do I got anything up here? It's something up here, I'm sure, but anyway, you guys get the point. And then you can just keep beading it all the way going up. So you can use, I think it's a flexi cord or some type of cord that's the thinner cord. And if you feel good using that, you can use that. So you can make the pendants like this, make some really cool pendants, and then you could make the necklaces either without the beads, and you just basically have your pendant, charm pendant hanging from whatever nylon cord, maybe nylon cord or suede cord or leather cord or whatever you're using, or you can make it to where all of that fell off. Or you can just use a flexi cord or some type of cord where you can just keep beading all the way up as far as you want to go, and then make it that type of necklace, where it's beaded up all the way up, or it's beaded to wherever you want to stop at, and then you got your nice big pendant down there, right? So you can do that. And for this one, this is going to be number 1. Oh, let's turn this around. You can see the pendants. You can see the charm. and the pendant. So this is number 1. And I'm going to just put a knot on here. I'm not keeping this anyway, so it don't even matter. Okay, so that's the first one. Man, my phone just been ringing off the hook. And then let's do the next one. Okay, that one. And then we need another piece of cord, wire. Probably about the same 10 inches or so. Or how much ever wire you want to use. That's pretty much on you. And it's basically how much ever you want to wrap around the top of it once you finish it off. So I'm going to put the wire all the way at the end right here. And then that's what that looks like. And then we want to get us a small bead. And let's maybe start with this little orange one. We'll start with the orange one. And then how about let's go with this. Well, no, I don't want to do that one right there. I'm going to take this one off too. How about, here's a little small black bead. A small black bead. And then, you know what? Let's try something with this one right here. This we would probably need. So if we use the small bead like this, that wouldn't be even. So let me see something. If I put this big bead on here, oh yeah, that'll make it even. We would have to, yeah, and then once we put the charms down here, oh, that's really cool. But I want a bigger bead right here. So let's try a bigger bead. You can see how that looks, but let's try a bigger bead right here. So then that means we need something. So here's a black one that's flat. And then how about we use this one? And then we'll put this bead on here. And then we'll go back with this bead. Okay. And we'll do that. The only thing is you could still see it, but I want a bigger bead right here. But let's see something. Let me see something. So let's take these off. And you can kind of make these any way you want to make them. Just giving you some ideas for some really cool. And then we're going to take this bead. Okay. And see, that's a bigger bead. And I like the way that looks. And we're going to put all our charms down here. And then what we can do is we can take, here's a pretty bead. We can actually take, let me see something. I just saw this. Okay. Now that's going to be pretty. And then we'll put a bunch of charms on the bottom. So what we're going to do now is we need to close it off. So I need to make a nice big hoop up here. And then I want to just kind of make the wire loose, like almost like a spiral type something. Not a spiral, but like just loose. Like you can see how it's loose at the top right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wire, the end of the wire, and I'm going to just fold it down like that. Now I'm going to just take this wire and go ahead and bring it around. And then we want to just go ahead and squeeze it in. I'm going to go ahead and open this at the bottom. And we are going to find us a couple of charms to hang on here. And this is what you can do with all them little extra charms that you got dangling and hanging around. So let's put another one on here. That's a pretty long one. And then we're just going to go ahead and close it. Go ahead and close it. And then we just have, this is our pendant. And I am going to put this cord on here because that's what I'm doing for right now. And then, so that's one way where you can thread it all the way up, bead it all the way up. And then you have this way to where you just got it like this. And then we got two. So this is two so far. And then we're going to go ahead and make another one. So you can do a whole lot. We need another piece of cord. Not cord, but wire. It's just been a busy day. My mindset has been off all day. I don't know why. It's just been, and then it's just been busy. You know how things just be so busy to where sometimes your thinking just be off? Okay, we're going to go ahead and close this down. And then we got all the way down like that. So then with this one, I think we will use, we'll go with the red and, oh, we got a small red bead, so we can use this one. Small red bead. What's another color that will match so we can put a big bead on the bottom? And let's see something. And the good thing is that bead worked out like really good. Hold on a second. And we're going to try, because the double bead worked really good, we are going to try this bead right here. And we got a brown, not brown, but this bead right here, this wood bead. We'll put that one, and then we'll go ahead and put this one. Let's make sure we get it through the hole, both of the holes. Yep. So this one should more than likely be up this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these off. And then maybe, let's do this. We'll put this right here. And then let's put this bead on. We'll put this one on. Okay, we'll do that like that. And let's see. Put these on like that. And I like the way that looks, but I do want something else at the top. Let's do this one. So we'll do this like this, and then we are going to take the top. Need to go up here, up further, because I want a bigger hoop. I got to be able to get the cord through. So I'm going to fold that. And then when I wrap the cord, I'm just wrapping the cord loosely, the wire loosely, because I want the wire to just kind of go around. You see how it's going around? That's how I want it to go around, just kind of loosely like that. You see how it ends up like that at the top. Okay, and then we will tuck that wire in. I live close by, the hospital is literally 2 blocks north of me, and I've been hearing the ambulance like pretty much all day. So I don't know what has been going on, but it's been going on pretty much all day. Okay, so now we're just going to take us some charms. We're going to pick us out some. Let's do some of the letters. Do a couple of the letters. Oh, let's do some small ones on that side first. Get a strawberry. I'll do maybe this one. Do a couple of, do a butterfly, and let's do one of these. And then we're just gonna go ahead and make sure to close it, and then make sure we close it nice and tight. And then this is another pendant, and then we are going to use another cord, and you can see how pretty this would be if you were to thread it with a bunch of beads on it. But in the meantime, this is what we're doing. So we're just gonna make some quickies and give you some ideas and just run to the moon with them. Okay, so we got 3. How beautiful those are. How pretty that is. So that's 3. And then let's do, we're going to do 2 more. I can't believe it's almost 7 o'clock. And then all we're going to do is take our pliers, close it. That's why I was saying use 16. If you make these, use 16 gauge. Not unless you got a really sturdy 18. Like a really sturdy 18 gauge. I would prefer to use 16 gauge because it's thicker and it's heavier, especially if you're going to put a bunch of charms on the bottom. And you want it to be as secure as possible. So that only means like use a thicker, more heavier, let's use this one, a thicker, more heavier wire. So let's use this one. And let's see, what can we put on the bottom of this one? We got some goodies up here, I'm sure. And we're going to use this color. Get us a coconut chip. And let's see what else we can put. So we're going to use this bead right here. Let's put this one on and see. We'll put that on there right there. I kind of like those 2 colors together too, but let's see something. And let's do, let's do one of these. And then let's try this one. I like that. That's real different. And then we'll put a bunch of charms down here. And then what we can do, I saw a really little cute black and white bead. don't know what happened. Or maybe let's just put a Buddha head up here. That's not bad. So if we do the Buddha head, and then put a bunch of charms down here. So let's do this. We need to make us a nice big old hoop. Okay, and then I'm just wrapping the wire like away from the beads, like with my fingers. I'm literally controlling it with my fingers, how close it gets to the bead. And this is what I want, just like the kind of spiral at the top. Go ahead and take the end of that and close that down. And then just go ahead and wrap it right on into it. Take our pliers. Go ahead and close it in. We're going to go to the bottom, and then we're going to grab some charms up out of here. See what we can use, because we got a whole bunch of them. Okay, let's do. See what we can grab. Here's a little key. Let's put a key on here. I'm going to take this off. I missed that whole little part. Okay, key. Purple. Go ahead and put some letters. You can see once you start making all those little charms, and you got a whole bunch of them, because sometimes you just don't want to put them on. I need to open this up a little bit more. I can barely see what I'm doing. And sometimes you don't want to use them on the bracelets, and then you just end up with a whole bunch of them. Eventually you'll use them. I know that eventually I'm going to use them. But in the meantime, you got a whole bunch of them. So it's like, okay, well, what else can I do with them? And then this is what you can do with them. Look at that. That is a cool pendant. That is like so wicked. And then we got another cord. And we will put this in here. You can also use like some color, a piece of color suede or leather or something to add even more beauty to it, right? See, this is 4. And you can see how pretty they all look. Very unique, very different. Just beauty. Look at that. Just really, really pretty. So you can use the color. This ain't real suede. This is fake suede. But you can use like suede. You can use leather. You can use cotton. You can use nylon. You can use chain. It's like whatever you want to use to, string your pendant from, you can do that and just make them look really jazzy. So these are like really cool. These are boho pendant necklaces, and we're going to do one more. And we are going to use this black bead right here, black and gold. About 10 inches. I'm going to take that cord off the, I keep saying cord, the wire all the way at the end. So we got it closed. You can see it closed. And then I think what we want to do is kind of build it up. So we'll put one right here. And let's use this bead right here. And then a black bead. And then let's use this. So we can do this like this. And then we can put something on the top of here. Like maybe. What else do we got up here? We can maybe use another. We can use the black and white bead, but that means we would have to change this down here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take that off and then maybe we can put a black bead on here. And then let's put a black and white one down here. That's cool. And then we can probably put another one. Let's put this, and then let's put another one of these. So that makes for a nice pendant. And then we can just put a bunch of pendants down here. And then we need to put something at the top because it's a big hole. And then that will be that one. And then all we're going to do is take our pliers, our wire. I need to put it up here some because I need a big enough hole to be able to slide that cord in. So we're going to wrap it, straighten it up. And I'm just holding the wire. I'm controlling the wire with my fingers and just letting it go outward, almost like, you see, like just loosely with the wire. Because that's what I want. I don't want it tight around it. So it ends up being like that at the top. And we'll go ahead and close this wire down. Fold that into it. And then we are going to open it up at the bottom. It meaning the pendant. And we'll start putting some charms on here. What else we got up here? Just start putting a bunch of charms, whatever you want to put. Because you got a bunch of charms anyway, so you might as well do something with them. So we are going to go ahead and close this down nice and tight. And then that gives us another pendant. And I was going to do a long one, but anyway, I just did them all like this. Sorry about that. I'll do another video. I forgot just that fast. Okay. And then I probably didn't want to do it. That's probably why I forgot, right? Okay. So now let's get all this cleaned up, all these charms. And then we got all these beads and charms and stuff. And then let's do this. what is this right here? Trash. We'll get all this up. And then these are all beads. And we'll get those out of the way. And then let you guys take a peek at all the necklaces. So we got 5. Really pretty. Straight boho-ish. And then this is what you got. So if you are out and about and you end up at somebody's table, and you end up at somebody's table at a music festival, at a conference, at a street fair, and you see some necklaces like this, that's totally unique. Very different, unlike anything else that you be seeing. And again, 10 people can make these, and I guarantee you everybody's pieces will be totally different because the creative mind is different. A lot of people don't even work with the same creative color coordinations, right? That's why you can look at something, you know, one person can make it and then somebody else will attempt to make it, and you can tell it's not what that person made. It's this person's actual variation or version of what the other person made, because the creative mind doesn't work the same, right? So you could use the same beads, you can use the same charms, you can do all that. And even with that, it will still have a different look because it's not the person who made it, right? So these are like really cool necklaces to make if you're looking to add like some really jazzy boho necklaces. Really simple and easy. You see all we did. Took a piece of 10-inch wire, and then use 16 gauge wire. Though if you're going to make some of these, use a 16 gauge wire because that 16 gauge wire is thicker and it's more sturdy and durable. So if you're going to be putting a bunch of charms on the bottom of them, and then make a bunch of charms using all those extra beads you got, like all these little extra beads around here. This could be a charm. This bead could be a charm. This bead is a charm in one of the bags. Like all of these little beads. This agate bead, this can be a charm, and it is a charm. It's in a bag. These 8 balls, I am going to make some of these into charms because I really like them. These beads right here, I've even made into charms and hung them from, necklaces. Not necklaces, but bracelets. And you will find, if you guys are out selling anywhere, and you will find if you make charms out of those really pretty different beads like that, and you're hanging them from necklaces or bracelets specifically, or making charm things, something like this, they sell faster. And they sell faster because they're different. They're very unique, and they're not like the big charms. Do I got one up here? Like the big charms that, like everybody is using. It might have a, oh shoot, I had that thing up here too. It might have like a CC on it, like the brand names. And that's another thing people got to get away from. If you're trying to build a business or trying to build anything and you're using copyrighted logos and things that belong to intellectual properties of other companies like Louis Vuitton and who's all these big name people? I don't even know their names. All these big name companies and stuff, and you're making your product using their likeness and their logos and all that kind of stuff. You build it on a shaky foundation because you're using their intellectual property, and at some point they're going to send you a cease and desist letter. I was watching something the other day, and the guy literally finds old Louis Vuitton purses, bags, luggage, and all that kind of stuff. And he uses it to create different pieces and that type of stuff, right? He got a a cease and desist letter from Louis Vuitton. And he was like, okay, well, it's not like I'm buying the product to change the product. He said, I'm buying used material, like an old used bag that's messed up, or old luggage that might have a tear at the top and that type of thing, right? And even with that, they told that man, he cease and desist, stop using our intellectual property. So people got to be very careful about that. I saw a lady earlier today. She makes notebooks or bookmarks or some type of things, but she's using like Disney characters. And I'm like, okay, but you're using that company's intellectual property, and at some point they're going to come and say, hey, you need to stop doing that. So you're basically building your business on a shaky foundation. So be sure not to be doing that kind of stuff. So anything that you create, like I create these, so this belongs to me because it's my creative property. It came from my mind. I created it. I videotaped it. It's literally my intellectual property. It's mine. It belongs to Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK, right? Same goes for Louis Vuitton and all those other what's all them people? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't even buy that stuff, like brand name stuff. I'm like, that ain't my get down, okay? Ain't no way you gonna see me giving nobody no $500 for no purse. That just ain't gonna happen. But anyway, that's just a little bit of something. So if you are doing that, just be careful about that stuff. All right. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. 5 easy boho pendant necklaces. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jewelry by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Wednesday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. We are going to make some necklaces, and we're going to be making some necklaces where the pendants are going to hang from nylon cord. So I'm not putting a closure on these like a clasp or anything. They'll just be tied in a knot, and they'll be long enough to just put over, you know, a person's head. And we are going to be using some of the little strawberry beads we got, and some of all these little extra beads, and also some leftover hand painted beads. So
shines bright, ooh, yeah, through the cracks in my soul. I've been searching, oh Lord, for a place to feel whole, and I hear it calling, calling, a rhythm divine. It's a heaven. It's a groove so deep, it's good for your soul.
Got that rhythm in my feet, can't sit still. Nah, nah, nah. Ooh yeah, the bassline's got me hooked like honey on a biscuit. Yeah. Feel that snap, crackle, pop, sugar coated in the groove. Don't need no invitation, I'm already in the mood. I got that groove in my bones. Say what? It's like a heartbeat, steady and on. Ooh yeah, groove in my bones. Can't fight it, nah, it's my home. Sunset colored lights shining on my face. Saxophone whispers like velvet in space. Oh yeah, got my body talking words I didn't know I knew. Every beat's a secret, but it's telling me the truth. Oh, can you feel it? Oh, can you hear it? I got that groove in my bones. Come on, it's like a fire, but it's cool as a stone. Oh yeah, groove in my bones. Can't fight it, nah, it's my throne. Yeah. Shake it left, shake it right, let the rhythm hold you tight. Spin around, touch the ground, let the funk ignite. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, let the music set you free. No clock, no time, just the groove and me. Oh, yeah.
Stepping in the light, feeling so divine. Got that rhythm in my soul, and it's right on time. Ooh, yeah. Can't shake this joy, it's a holy kind. Every move I make, oh, it's heaven aligned. Lift me up, let the spirit roll. Feel that fire deep down in my soul. Heaven in my groove, can't lose. Every step I take is the path I choose. Heaven in my groove, won't stop, won't quit. disappears where your shadow lies. Every breath you take, a melody in disguise. You move like silk, like a secret breeze. I'm lost, I'm bound, you're the lock and key. Under your spell, I can't break free. You got me, baby, baby. Down on my knees, under your spell. You're all I see. Under your spell, you're all I see. It's magic, baby. You and me, you and you. Your touch is a spark, sets my heart aflame. Each whisper you give makes me call your name. Time stops for us, nothing feels the same. Your love's a fire, it burns so slow. I'm tangled up, don't wanna let go. Under your spell, I can't break free. You got me, baby, baby. Down on my knees, under your spell. You're all I see. Under your spell, you're all I see. It's magic, baby. You and me. Under your spell, I can't break free. You got me, baby, baby. Down on my knees, under your spell. You're all I see. Under your spell, you're all I see. It's magic, baby. You and me.
Velvet skies in the morning glow, whispered secrets only we know. The city hums but moves so slow. Your touch a rhythm, soft and sweet, pulling me in where the heart beats me. Velvet waves, they carry me through the tide to where we're free. Velvet waves, oh can't you see, this love's a song, a melody. Golden streets with the faded hue, dreams unfold where the light breaks through. Every step feels brand new, drifting deeper, the current's kind, a place where body leaves the mind. Velvet waves, we're intertwined. Velvet waves, they
The stars leaned close, held me tight. I could feel it burn. Every twist, every turn. I hold the moonlight in my hands, feel the glow, don't need no plan. It slips, it slides, but still it stands. I hold the moonlight in my hand. Your voice like honey, slow and sweet. The rhythm shakes beneath my feet. Time bends, it folds, it can't compete. I could hear it hum. Every beat, where it's from. I hold the moonlight in my hands, feel the glow, don't need no plans. It slips, it slides, but still it stands. I hold the moonlight in my hand.
cheeky spies, watching love bloom beneath their skies. Your laughter's music, sweet and low, a melody that steals the show. A rhythm plays, hearts sing. Your eyes the wine I want to drink. Velvet kisses, soft and slow, like a secret only we could know. Every touch, a sweet refrain, velvet kisses again, again. Velvet kisses, soft and slow, like a secret only we could know. Every touch, a sweet refrain, velvet kisses again, again.
I saw your shadow move last night, dancing slow beneath the light. A silhouette that stole my air. How could I not just stop and stare? Your glow, it bends the world around. I'm weightless now without a sound. Underneath the moonlight, we collide. Your heartbeat pulls me, I can't hide.
Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk.
Your smile feels like sunrise on my skin. Every time you walk in, my whole world begins. You talk soft and I fall a little more. Baby, you're the peace I've been praying for. You touch me like you know my soul, like you read every page and still want more. I don't rush when I'm here with you. Time slows down like it knows the truth. Stay right here, don't let go. Let your heartbeat tell me what I need to know. 'Cause every moment pulls me closer than before. can't hide it anymore. Wrap me in your arms, let the night unfold. Baby, you're the story I want told. Hold me close, don't let the feeling fade. You're the sweetest love I've ever made. Every moment pulls me closer than before, closer than before. You breathe slow and I'm at your pace. Every little sigh puts me in my place. You whisper things that melt me down, like I'm the only one you want around. Your love feels like a gentle wave, pulling me in with the rhythm you gave. I lose myself when you say my name, and everything around us fades. Let the night move soft and steady. Tell me when your heart is ready. If love is a song, then play it slow. I'm right here, I'm not letting go. Every moment pulls me closer than before, deeper than I've ever felt before. Hold me tight, let the world ignore. Closer than before.
Your voice feels like a quiet sunrise, soft and steady, pulling me inside. Every moment with you slows the world down. I breathe you in peace is what I found. You touch my hand and all my doubts fade. You turn my storms into a gentle wave. I didn't know love could feel this calm, like a whisper wrapped around my palm. You hold me like you know my soul, like every broken piece you stole and made it whole again. Baby, you're the place my heart rests, the rhythm in my chest, the softness and the stress. You love me like I'm blessed. Hold me close and don't let go. Let the night move nice and slow. In your arms I finally know where my heart rests, where my heart. You see the parts of me I hide away, and love me through the things I never say. You're in my silence like a melody, a quiet song you play so carefully. Ooh, you trace the edges of my fear with grace, and kiss the shadows I don't like to face. You make me feel like I belong, like I've been safe with you all along. Baby, you're the place my heart rests. Ooh, the rhythm in my chest, the rhythm in my chest, softness and the stress. Ooh, you love me like I'm blessed. You love me like. Hold me close and don't let go, go, go. Let the night move nice and slow, slow, slow. In your arms I finally know where my heart rests. Oh, 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 oh. Stay right here, don't change the pace. Let your heartbeat guide the space. Every breath you give feels true. Every moment pulls me back to you. If love is home, then you're my door, my quiet peace, my ever. I've never felt a love this deep. You're the dream I get to keep. Baby, you're the place my heart rests. The rhythm in my chest, the calm inside the mess, calm inside the mess. think I'm blessed. Got me swaying when you're walking, heartbeat jumping, yeah, it's starting. Smiling, the room gets lighter. Boy, you make my fire brighter. Feeling things I can't explain, like sunshine after summer rain. You touch me and the world slows down. You're the calm inside my sound. Don't rush, just move with me. Let the rhythm set us free. Baby, you got that 90s groove, smooth enough to make me move. Every step you take feels right. Pull me closer through the night. Boy, you got that tender vibe. Feels like love I can't deny. Keep it steady, keep it true. I just wanna vibe with you. You talk soft, but your eyes speak louder. Pull me in with the quiet power. Every moment feels like magic. If this is love, I gotta have it. You hold me like you know my heart, like you knew me from the start. I'm falling, but it feels so sweet. Your rhythm's got me on repeat. Baby, you got that 90s groove, smooth enough to make me move. Oh yeah, every step you take feels right. Pull me closer through the night. Boy, you got that tender vibe. Feels like love I can't deny. Keep it steady, keep it true. I just wanna vibe with you. Let the beat take over, lean in a little closer. Your touch feels like a melody. Play that song all over me. No rush, no pressure, just this moment we treasure. If love's a dance, then lead me through. I'm right here, vibing next to you. Late night and the moon feels golden. Your touch says things you never spoken. You pull me in with the quiet fire, soft and slow, just the way I desire. Your heartbeat moves like a gentle drum. Every step you take, I come undone. You got a way of making time stand still. Boy, you know exactly how to make me feel. Don't rush, let the moment breathe. Stay right here with me. Give me that slow burn love, warm like the sun rising up. Every touch is sweet enough to make my heart beat open up. Baby, keep that steady groove, nice and easy with
rhythm that fits my soul, a tender pace that feels like home. I'm falling deeper with every beat. Your love's a song on repeat. Giving me that slow burn love, warm like the sun rising up. Every touch is sweet enough to make my heart beat open up. Baby, keep that steady groove, nice and easy when you move. Hold me close, don't let me lose. Give me that slow burn love. Give me that slow burn love. Let the night wrap around us slow. No need to hurry where we go. Your hands speak truth, I can't deny. You're the calm inside my world. If love's a flame, then let it glow. Soft and steady, let it grow. I'm right here, I'm falling through into this slow burn made by you.
Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Friday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. So these are some beads that I stained. They've been sitting for 24 hours and they are dry, but this is the way that they look. So now, hopefully you can see what they look like. They're really, really pretty. I mean, the color is just gorgeous. It's like a, I don't know, like a yellow gold, maybe like a yellowish goldish type color with a little hint of brown kind of here and there. And they're dry. They're nice and dry. So that's good stuff. So this is how they ended up, you know, drying. So what I'm going to do now is put a little coat of sealant on them. And I'm going to probably make a bracelet out of these beads. Oh, and this is the sealant I use right here. I was using the other sealant. I forget that it's this same brand, but it's not water based. It's oil based, and that one is a lot stronger. You really got to make sure that everything is vented. You know, like you preferably do it outside if you're going to be putting a sealant on beads or anything, and you're using that other one. I'll see if I can find it and put a picture up here and you guys can see which one I'm talking about. And it does make the beads look really, really pretty. I mean, like really, really pretty. So if you have a garage or like an open patio that you could work on or something, I would suggest maybe using that other sealant and then making sure to put a mask on and you know, like doing it outside in an open area. So then that way you're not inhaling those fumes from the you know, from the polyurethane. I got stuff up here everywhere. I need to just clean this table off. I be saying that like every day, all the time. So all I'm gonna do, put some oh, and it's white. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you see that it's white, but it dries clear. So I'm going to take my little sponge. I get these from the dollar store, and I think they come like six to a bag. And all I'm going to do is go ahead and put some sealant. I'm going to just put one coat of sealant on them. And I usually put it on my little wire. And then make sure the entire bead is covered. And I don't work on this table doing this. I work on that other table to my far right. But I wanted to show you the camera and stuff is not set up over there. So, and then I think I'm going to buy a tripod. I was looking at tripods yesterday to find a stand-up tripod. So I could put it like right here, maybe to my side, to my left side. And then maybe be able to put the camera over me. And then the view would be more from the top, and then actually have this camera still set up from the side. But I'll figure it out. Y'all know I've been figuring it out for the last couple of years and still haven't figured it out yet, right? That's only because I got everything already situated in my work studio. So once you do that, you got to start moving everything around. Look how pretty those beads look already with that shine on them. These are going to be gorgeous. And I'm only going to put one coat because that's all they need. With that other polyurethane, the oil base, it does give them like a more glassy look for the bead. And it's a beauty. It makes for a beautiful sealant on them. But I said, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and use the water base, and they still put a nice little shine on them. And then for me, I'm not gonna be going outside in the middle of the night putting sealant on beads or on the patio and all that other kind of stuff. So I'm like, I'll just work with what I can work with, and I can work with it any time of the day. So. And don't get me wrong, I got a can sitting out there on the patio that I will occasionally use. So this is basically how I put it on. So you could see the difference between, you see the shine, and then they look dry, but then you see the shine. So they'll dry like that. And then anywhere where you see like maybe some, you might see a little white left on it, that dries clear like it was, you know, never even there. So it dries really good. That's one thing I like about this too. It dries really good. Don't dry thick or, you know, messy, or dries really nicely. I am really digging these beads. I might even, well, no, I would only stain a lot of these if I was going to make maybe a couple of necklaces, maybe a couple of bracelets or something. Because I don't even know. You can probably get this color in a paint, huh? But I really like the stain. I'm liking the way the stain looks. Somebody had asked me that the other day. Why didn't I use wood stain? Why I don't have wood stain? And I had seen, and I be saying that all the time in my videos. I don't just go out and buy stuff just to be buying stuff to go buy stuff. If I can figure out another way to do it, I'm going to figure out another way to do it. And if that don't work, then I'll go, you know, start buying stuff. But I don't buy stuff just, ooh, let me go. That ain't never been my thing. I'm going to figure something else out first. And if that happens to not work out, then I will more than likely go spend some money. But even that will be sensibly spent. I really like these. I like how it has that dark hint to them too, right? So it's just this easy to be putting a little sealant on. I know some people may take bead by bead and then put the bead on something and then dip the bead inside of the sealant and let it drain off. And I'm not doing that. That just takes too much time for me. That's more time than what I want to invest. So I'm going to just go ahead and cover them like this. Make sure all of them are covered. The tops, the bottoms, all the way around. And then what I'm going to do now is let them sit. We're going to put the cap on this. Let you guys see what they look like. So this is what they look like. See that little shine on them? And even if you see, let me see something. You know, I see a little whiteness right there. That's going to all dry. It'll all dry clear. But see how you can see the little brownness in it too? Like that brown and like, look at this one. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half. And our beads are dry. So we went ahead and put some sealant on them. And this is what they came out looking like. And I am really loving this. Like, look at this. I really like this, how the beads look. And I have seen beads like this, and I was just like, how do they get those like that? Now we know how, right? Because I am getting ready to make a really pretty bracelet. Look at that bead. That's really pretty. So we are going to go ahead. Oops, we're losing them. We're losing them. Make a really pretty, maybe 2 bracelets. I might be able to get 2 out of them. So I dropped one. And look how it has a little dark spot right here. I love these, right? They came out actually better than I thought they would. So we're going to go ahead and make a bracelet or 2 or 3. I know we're going to make 2. And I'm going to use one of my tornado wire beads that we made. See if we can get this cord in here. Yep, got it in. And I can't believe it's already, well, I can believe it's already Friday, especially the way time is going by. You know, time is going by like really fast. And do I want to put, I think I'm going to put these right here. Goes by really fast, and you just got to do the best you can, you know, with the time that you have. And try to make the best of the time because it goes by so fast. It's like, if you think about it, you'll be having another birthday in a minute. So that means we'll be a year older. Yeah, I like that. And then we got some glass beads up here. Green glass. I'm sure I got more of these somewhere around here too, because I've always liked these type of beads. And already looks nice. And then I think we'll use a couple more of these beads. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Man, that's pretty. I'm going to definitely do some more of these. That is gorgeous. Be nice if I could do them in different colors. Okay, so we got that. Let's try this bead right here. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Look at that. And then I think we will use, wait, I'm going to take these off. And I think I'm going to just use, let's use 2 more of these. I think I'm going to use those beads for something else, a different bracelet. And we'll do this. I like that. That's really cool. So that's how that looks so far. And then we're just gonna make a, maybe 1 more bracelet. Maybe 2. We'll see. See what we got left. All these beads up here. And the thing is, you got beads, but it almost seems like, well, you will be using the same beads like over and over again. And sometimes it just seems like you're using the same beads and you're coming out with the same pieces. Even though they're different pieces, I think it's just that idea of using the same beads. It's like, because I do get caught up in that. Like, I do not want to use the same beads. I want some different beads. But then you're looking and you got like a lot of beads, right? So I have been pretty good. I haven't been buying beads. So I've been doing, you know, like pretty good using what I got. So, but even with that, sometimes you just get where you just need some different beads, where you, even if it's just one strand of beads that you buy or paint or something. Okay, so we got a nice big knot. I'll pull that right in nice and snug. This is really cool. That's nice, right? That's a nice bracelet. Really, really nice. I am so loving these. So let's make a second bracelet. I'm going to double the 1 millimeter cord, because I am using the bigger beads, so I just went ahead and doubled it. And then I'm going to use these beads right here because they have bigger holes. And I think we will use this bead right here. And then we'll use these beads to make our second. Let me do this first. We'll put all our beads on this side first. See what it comes out looking like, and hopefully it'll look like a nice 2-piece. Look at that bead. I just can't get over that. Look how cool these beads are. Just staining them. Really cool. And then we'll put this, and we'll use this bead. Okay, and then we'll start. closing it off with these beads. And then 2, 4, 5, that's 4. And we'll put one more. We got one last bead. Yep, that's nice. Let me see. Do I want to put one more bead on here? We don't have any more of these, but something to... I guess not. So let's go ahead and tie it off. And I went ahead and doubled it. You can see that 1 millimeter. Because I got so much of the 1 millimeter, I just don't use it because I don't trust it because it's so thin. But I said, okay, well, I can't double it because I'm using beads that got the bigger holes. So if it has a bigger hole where the double strand can go through, that's good. That'll work. But just using one strand of 1 millimeter, I can't do it because it just seems like it's too thin. Go ahead and cut it. Go ahead and pull that in, that knot. Oh, these are really cool, right? Actually, with this one, it's one bead, it's one bead too small. Because I could feel it on my wrist, like it's slightly tight, but not tight, but it's slightly tight. So it needs one more bead, and sometimes that happens, like one more bead. So that only means I'm not gonna keep the set. It's a really nice set, and it would be like really cool with probably with charms hanging from it too. Because you guys know I love some charms hanging from a bracelet. And I'm going to just do this for right now. I'm not going to keep this bracelet because it's too small. So I am going to take it apart and then probably add a couple more beads. Maybe another one of these beads or something. I don't know. But I'll see what happens once I'm just going to go ahead and put some charms on here. Got a bunch of them in this bag. I have made a bunch of charms off camera because it's like easy to make charms, and I think I've made a video before showing how to make charms, and I usually show how to make the charms when I am making a bracelet. So you could use just about anything to make a charm. I mean, just about any bead that you have can become a charm, and that's all there is. There ain't no more. You can definitely make some charms using beads. Beads and everything else that you got. I'll go ahead and put something else on here. When I went out on my walk this morning, it's like busy all around in a sense that they're working on the streets. I don't know if they're working on pipes or whatever they're working on, but I'm just like, man, every time they're calling themselves fixing the streets, all they're doing is tearing up the roads. So I guarantee you next week when we drive down them same streets that they call themselves fixing whatever they're fixing, it is going to be the bumpiest, raggediest ride. And I'm just like, man, all they're doing is messing up the streets. This don't even make no sense. And what happens with that is, too... Oh, this is coming off. And what happens with that, when it rains, it's like the rain literally tears up what they've done. Like whatever material that they've used to cover, to bury the hole, to fill in the holes. They be holes. Let that rain come. It's going to be holes. And I just be like, wow, this is crazy. But yet, you see the same companies like everywhere doing the same work, supposedly. And when I look at it, I'm like, all they're doing is tearing up the streets. All they're doing is tearing up the streets. See how good that looks, nice that looks with all the charms on it like that? That is like crazy to me. Just how cool that looks with all the charms. Anyway, guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jewelry by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Thursday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. I'm getting ready to make some bracelet stacks. I'm going to make as many as I possibly can because in front of me is so many beads. Let me see if I can show you guys. Just bags and bags and bags and bags of beads. I mean, just all kind of stuff over here. And then down here to the left of me, there are boxes that are full of all type of beads. Over here is just full of beads. I mean, just all over the place up in here is just all kind of beads. Hand-painted beads, beads that I bought, just kind of everything, right? And I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of bracelet stacks. But this is the thing too, like a couple of you guys, not a couple, but enough of you guys have YouTube channels. And I noticed that what will happen is people will be like very consistent. Like they'll be consistent. They'll be making videos. They be like on a real grind. And then all of a sudden they'll disappear for like a month or so. And I do get it because it takes a whole lot of work to make the YouTube videos. And I think what happens sometimes is it almost maybe feels like a burnout, and it may feel like a burnout because it almost seems like you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Like, okay, I already did that. I already made that. I already da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that's the wrong mindset. I'm going to tell you why that's the wrong mindset, because we are always getting new subscribers. Like every single day, if it's not a new subscriber, it's a viewer. It's somebody watching the channel for the very first time, right? And then you have to remember the people who we love absolutely positively that are our subscribers at the moment. We may have 7,000 subscribers. I'm almost at 7,000, so I'm trying to get there. You guys be sure to subscribe. If you got 7,000 subscribers, you look at your video count and a video might get 1,000 views. It might get less than 1,000 views. So that just go to show that all 7,000 of those subscribers are not watching the video, at least immediately when you upload. Maybe at some point they come back and they watch the video. And then sometime people will subscribe to the channel because they've seen something, but they haven't had the chance to watch the entire video. So it's almost like a save. I'm going to subscribe so I can save it because I want to go back and watch it, right? And a lot of people are not on YouTube like every single day, all the time, like we think that they are. And I mean, numbers and analytics are showing us that, right? So even with 10,000, some people got like 10,000 subscribers and maybe getting 500 views on a video, right? But that does not mean to stop creating, because the new people have not seen the videos that you made from 2 years or 3 or 4 years ago. When I subscribe to a new channel or I discover a new channel, I don't never go back. It is very, 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 very rare that I go back and watch old videos. I start from the newest video that I found going forward. Every once in a while, I might watch a couple of old videos, right? I'll click on videos, and then I'll look through their library of videos and see what's all there. And then I might click on it, you know, do that kind of stuff. But I just don't make habit. I don't have time to do that anyway. But I don't make habit to go and just watch videos. So if you're creating videos on YouTube, jewelry specifically, right? And it does seem like that. Like I already did that. I already made that. Well, somebody hasn't seen it yet. Try it in a different color. Try it in a different shape. You know, like redo it. And YouTube loves fresh versions of things too. So I had a video that got like 20,000 views on it. And when I remade it, it didn't get 20,000, but it got a nice number of views on it. So YouTube does like new versions of something, and they'll push it, right? So don't get stuck in that thing of, well, I'm not going to create because I already made that or I already did that. Somebody hasn't seen it. And trust me, everybody is not going back watching old videos and doing all that kind of. People really just don't have that kind of time, I don't think, to just be, and if they do, that's good stuff. That means, hey, they can do what they want to do when they want to do it. And I like that kind of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, most people are not doing that. They starting from where they started, whatever YouTube recommended that they watch, and they will watch it. Or for some reason, somehow they discovered your channel and they may have subscribed and they like something, and all that kind of stuff. But don't stop. Don't stay away like a month at a time, and what happens with that is too, you lose your momentum with YouTube. If you notice with YouTube, if you stay away a month and a half, 2 months and stuff like that, it's almost like you got to start back from scratch, to just kind of build that momentum. So even if it's something simple and easy, and you're changing the colors or, repositioning your table or something, because everybody ain't seen what you did, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And even our subscribers, again, even though our 5,000, 2,000, 1,000 subscribers, all of those people haven't even seen it. You know why? Because the views tell us that they haven't seen it if it's only 500 views. So if you got 1,000 subscribers and you got 200 views on something, if you do another video like that in different color or something like that, that's a brand new video to even your new subscribers because they didn't see the last video. So that's how you got to kind of look at it and be like, no, you don't. I mean, we want to always be creating something new and something different and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes you got to go back and redo some stuff. And people like nostalgia. They like to see a glow up. It's like they like to see, oh, she did that in the color green, and then she did it in red. Ooh, I think I like red better, right? So no, don't get stuck in that mindset of, well, I already did that, and don't even trip like that. But anyway, y'all didn't come here for a sermon, but every once in a while we gonna all get one. But I'm going to put the music on. I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunch of bracelet stacks. I'm thinking I'm gonna do maybe 3 bracelets to a stack. So that's what we're gonna do. And you can see there is like beads like all over the place. And then these are some custom charms that I made. So we're gonna be using some of the custom charms. We're gonna be using some of the store-bought charms. I was in, which store did I went in one of those stores and I was looking at the charms, right? And I was just like, there's nothing here that I just really want to be able to use. And I had asked the lady, I made a comment to the lady that worked there. These are all glass beads, so I'm gonna make some bracelets just using all these. I had made a comment to the lady. I said, wow, every time I come in here, you guys don't have nothing different. Everything is like basically the same. And she said, yeah, a lot of customers, tell us that, and they're supposedly are going to start getting, I'm going to use all these. I'm going to just make straight bracelets out of these, all these glass beads right here. She said they're supposed to start getting in some different, different style beads. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to wait and see. And she was saying, well, we always have really good prices. And I said, well, yeah, you guys, well, she said everything is usually 50% off. And I said, well, yeah, they got to be 50% off for you guys to sell it. Because if it's always regular price, people are not going to buy them because it's the same, the same videos every time. I mean, not videos, the same beads every time we come up in here. So you have to mark them down.
Velvet skies in the morning glow, whispered secrets secrets only we know. The city hums but moves so slow. Your touch a rhythm, soft and sweet, pulling me in where the heart beats me. Velvet waves, they carry me through the tide to where we're free. Velvet waves, oh can't you see, this love's a song. Breaks through. Every step feels brand new. Drifting deeper, the current's kind, a place where body leaves the mind. Velvet waves, we're intertwined. Velvet waves, they carry me through the tide to where we're free. Velvet waves, oh can't you see, this love's a song, a melody. Painted gold but feeling hollow. The night swallows what we borrow. A velvet sky that hides my sorrow. I chase the stars, they run away. Each one whispers, not today. Velvet sky, why you lie so sweet? Hold me close, then retreat. Velvet sky, don't say goodbye. Wrap me up, let me fly. Footsteps fade into the silence. Hearts beat loud but crave defiance. A fragile truth dressed in defiance.
I reach for dreams, they slip like sand, building castles I can't stand. Velvet sky, why you lie so sweet, hold me close, then retreat. Velvet sky, don't say goodbye. Wrap me up, let me fly. Oh, oh,
Hey. Oh. Ooh, oh, yeah. Oh, hey. I saw you walking, your shadow swayed. Night was silent, but my heartbeat played. Under street lights, your glow was fire, a quiet spark that pulled me higher. Yeah. Your rhythm I can't ignore. Every move leaves me wanting more. Under the moonlight, under your spell, I'm falling deeper, can't even tell if it's real or just a dream I found. Under the moonlight, you're all around. Yeah. The stars are winking, the air's alive. Your laugh's a melody that keeps me high. Every glance, it's a secret note, a song unwritten, yet I know it's wrote. You're a rhythm I can't ignore. Every move leaves me wanting more. Under the moonlight, under your spell, I'm falling deeper, can't even tell if it's real or just a dream.
the silver glow, the night unfolds. Your eyes whisper secrets the stars never told. Soft as a breeze, your touch finds my soul. Dance with me in the moonlight, hold me tight, no one else, just you and I tonight. Dance with me, don't let the moment fade. This is our moonlight serenade. Your laughter's a melody, sweet and pure. Every note a promise, every chord a cure. The world disappears, with you I'm secure. Let's let the hours slip away. We'll rewrite the stars, make them stay. Hold me tight, no one else, just you and I tonight. Dance with me, don't let the moment fade. This is our moonlight serenade, serenade. Hey, the shadows bow, they know we're divine. The heavens blush, their glow can't outshine. We're the story the poets failed to define.
Neon hums the city's tune. Footsteps echo under the moon. A dog barks, a car alarm. Chaos wrapped in urban charm. Oh, oh. City lights, they never sleep. Dreams to chase, secrets to keep. Concrete jungle, hearts collide. City lights where we confide. Hide, hide, where we confide. Hide, hide. Street vendors with smoky grills. Laughter climbs the rooftop hills. A siren wails, a baby cries. Every story under these skies. Every crack in the pavement sings of broken hearts and diamond rings. City lights, they never sleep. Dreams to chase, secrets to keep. Concrete jungle, hearts collide. City lights where we confide. Hide, hide, where we confide. Hide, hide. Graffiti whispers, painted screams, broken windows, shattered dreams. But in the rubble, something grows, the rhythm of life. It always flows, always flows. It always flows. It always flows. So
Under the silver glow, the night unfolds. Your eyes whisper secrets the stars never told. Soft as a breeze, your touch finds my soul. Dance with me in the moonlight, hold me tight, no one else, just you and I tonight. Dance with me, don't let the moment fade. This is our moonlight serenade. Your laughter's a melody, sweet and pure. Every note a promise, every chord a cure. The world disappears, with you I'm secure. Let's let the hours slip away. We'll rewrite the stars, make them stay. Hold me tight, no one else, just you and I. Tonight, dance with me, don't let the moment fade. This is our moonlight serenade, serenade. Hey, the shadows bow, they know we're divine. The heavens blush, their glow can't outshine. We're the story the poets failed to define. I caught a whisper in the night. It danced like smoke, soft and light. The stars leaned close, held me tight. I could feel it burn. Every twist, every turn. I hold the moonlight in my hands, feel the glow, don't need no plan. It slips, it slides, but still it stands. I hold the moonlight in my hand. Your voice like honey, slow and sweet. The rhythm shakes beneath my feet. Time bends, it folds, it can't compete. I could hear it hum, every beat where it's from. I hold the moonlight in my hands, feel the glow, don't need no plans. It slips, it slides, but still it stands. I hold the moonlight.
So we went ahead and used most of those glass beads, and then this is what we came out with. And sometimes you can just go ahead and not even really mix, like mix anything, just use whatever it is that you have. So that was a whole bag of glass beads, and we just went ahead and did what we did. We added a couple of different beads in it, and it still, comes out to be really nice. It what adds niceness to it is the charms. So we went ahead and added the charms, which adds a whole new nice little flavor to the bracelets, very boho-ish. So we were able to get 3. I actually could have got 4 bracelets out of where did I put them? Out of the glass beads, but we went ahead and did what we did right here. And I think these look really nice. You guys let me know what you think. Darling Night for Jewelry by B.A. Kane. Guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Let me check the calendar. You know, the days be just running together, just running together. I could say it's Tuesday and I'll look up and it'll be Wednesday. And I'll be like, oh my God, it is already Wednesday. It's crazy how fast the days be going by. Not even the days, just the weeks, right? In a minute, we're going to be boogieing into summer. And the colors get brighter the closer we get to summer. So, we are going to get busy making some bracelets. I am going to be using some of these beautiful beads right here. Purple with like a creamish or some type of color, but these are hand painted and these are on the website too. So you get 30 of these beads and these are on the website. So I'm getting ready to use these beads right here. And then I'm going to mix them with a lot of beads right here. And then we're going to make a couple of bracelets. And then we are going to get started. And I am using 1mm cord only because I don't have any 1.5mm cord. I just haven't went to go buy any. And I think I'll bounce on Amazon and probably buy some. When I looked on there last night to buy some, it said 2 days. I was like, I don't want to wait 2 days. I'll just go to one of the stores tomorrow. And tomorrow is today, and I still didn't go, right? So I'm like, well, Darlene, if you would have bought the stretch cord yesterday, you would be getting that stuff tomorrow. But I'm like, you know what? Sometime I don't want to wait for Amazon. I just want to go out and move around and boogie and make a whole day of errands. And then picking up stretch cord is like, you know, a part of the errand. So, and if I don't go on there and order some, you know, 1.5 today, I'll just order it. I mean, not today, but tomorrow. Then I'll eventually order some. No biggie. So I'm going to use these, and I think I want to use just one of these beads to be the focal bead first, and then I want to surround it with other type of beads, like some of the beads from here. Almost like kind of a bead soup type situation. Just kind of grab some beads from here and just start beading. And then just start adding. And then just kind of make them all that way. No particular design in mind. Just kind of grabbing beads and making some cool, just random bracelets. And remember, I said that the other day, all these beads I got up here. I mean, just like beads everywhere. It don't even make sense to go buy beads. And I do know that sometimes it feel like that, like you using the same beads. And a lot of times we are using the same beads, but it come out being a different design. So that's what I be trying to concentrate on, you know, more so like making a different design. So as long as the design is different, you know, this is what I'm kind of psyching myself up to believe. As long as the design is different, I can use the same beads. And that's gonna have to work, because my whole thing is I don't like to just be, you know, like doing that. You look up and you got so much stuff. I want to use this right here. You look up and you got so much stuff that you haven't used. It don't make sense. It just don't make sense to me. So I'm like, okay, well, don't make sense. So if it don't make sense, I'm not going to do it. That already looks pretty. So it's a matter of just trying to make the beads that you have make sense. Not unless, you know, you are selling outside or you're selling somewhere and you got some, you know, consistent vending situation set up and you really do need some different new product. Then you do have to be buying, you know, like new beads and stuff, because you always want to have some fresh designs. And we are just going to keep putting these random beads on here. And I think we're going to keep making, we're going to make a couple more random. And just making, see that one bead right there? That's going to be our focal bead. And then We can grab a couple more beads from here. And just go ahead and mix these beads up. And I was just looking at the clock and I was like, man, it's almost 1 o'clock already. I'm not a morning type person in the sense of food. And I could always feel when I'm hungry around about 12, 1 o'clock, something like that. And I will eat something in the morning only so that I could take my meds, right? So I don't like to be eating like in the morning like that. And you know how they be trying to psych you all out. Breakfast is the most important breakfast of the day. No, it's not. Not if my body don't want it. If my body don't want it, it's not the most important part of, of the day. The most important part of the day to eat is when my body says it's hungry. So when my body says it's hungry, then I'll eat something. So I will, instead of eating like a big old meal in the morning, I'll eat an apple or, some type of piece of fruit, some strawberries, or I bought some rice cakes, the plain rice cakes. And I'll put a little hummus on there and then I'll eat that. And then, so I could take the meds. But outside of that, if I didn't have to do that, I wouldn't even be eating in the morning. I wouldn't eat until my body tells me that it's actually hungry. I've been eating tofu. So I've been cooking tofu and then learning like different ways how to cook the tofu, right? So one of the ways that I cook it is, that's really pretty, right? So one of the ways that I'm cooking it is I slice it up in like little chicken finger type situations, well, long, and then thin them out. And then I coat them. I do a cornstarch kind of mixture, a little batter, coat them. And then I use the rice cakes, like plain, nasty, bland rice cakes. And I put them in the shredder, not the processor, food processor. And then, process it all up, get it all nice and teeny so I can bread it, make it like breadcrumbs. And I'll cover the sticks with the breadcrumbs and then I'll fry them in some olive oil. You talking about something that's good. And it's a little dip that I make using sesame seed oil, coconut aminos, and a little bit of ketchup. And I make the sauce and I'll be dipping them little things. Oh my God, you're talking about something that is just good. And tofu is an acquired taste for folk. A lot of people don't know it don't have a taste to it. You do have to season it. So however you season it, that's what it's going to taste like. That is exactly what it's going to taste like. Because I remember when I first, I'm going to use a little 8-ball. I remember when I first ate some tofu and it was on a job. They did a catering. They had some catering, but I didn't like it because the people didn't season it good. I was like, okay, this is just like, I don't know what this is. This kind of tastes like an egg or something. But I didn't like it. And that's only because they didn't season it real good. But I've learned, you got to really season it nicely. And it's good, especially when I do it like that and then crispy it up. I put it in the air fryer too. And it comes out pretty good in the air fryer too. But in the air fryer, of course, I don't use as much olive oil or avocado oil. I just kind of like putting it, when I cook it that way, I like putting it in the skillet and then doing it that way. But I do put it in the air fryer too. So we are going to go ahead and tie this down. I think we're going to make maybe 2 more bracelets to match with this one. Cut that. And then we got our nice big knot that fits right in there. This is really cute. I like this. And see, like just random beads. How we just mixed the random beads and made that one bead the focal bead. And then what we're going to do, we are going to use these beads again. And then we're going to use maybe 3 of them. And then see what we come out with. But I've been learning different, like different ways to do a lot because I've been transitioning to plant-based. So I've been learning like different recipes and stuff for how to cook, like mainly plant-based, even not even cooking really, just kind of raw veggies, a lot of fruits and veggies and that type of stuff. And then when I do eat the veggies, like cooking them and stuff, and I will eat white rice. I'll alternate white rice, cauliflower rice, and quinoa. So I'll alternate with those three. And I've gotten into the habit of making a lot of stir fries, like a lot of different stir fries. Stir fries is just raining up in here. So that's really cute. So that's what I've been doing. Just kind of learning and like I know how to eat healthy, but not the plant-based way. So when you do the plant-based way, you want a lot of variation. So some of you people might be like plant-based people too. But learning the plant-based way is a little different, than not vegan, because the vegan is where you kind of protecting animals and you don't want people to kill animals and eat. Plant-based is just basically you saying more so for health, health reasons. You're trying to stay healthy. You're not trying to, like gain a bunch of weight, just being more healthy. So I'm going to put this on here like this. And we'll do that like that. And then I think, so it's just like figuring out, different ways of cooking. And we are going to do this again. We're just going to do a bunch of random beads. Just grab them. And just start doing them. Almost like a bead soup type situation. So we can have these beads just randomly on here. But that's pretty much what's been going on as far as like with the plant-based situation, plant-based diet situation. It's been going really good. So the thing too, though, is because it's a lot of fruits and veggies. The shopping for stuff is like probably every 3 or 4 days. Because you remember when veggies and stuff used to last a long time in the refrigerator? That ain't happening right now. I don't know what's going. Even if I buy organic, it's still the same way. Like fruits and veggies is just not. They're just not lasting. If you trying to keep them 5-6 days in the refrigerator, stuff start going bad like real fast. I'm like, what is going on? You almost have to like cook it, and then of course put it in a container with a nice seal on it to keep the air from getting to it. That might give you another day or two, but for the most part, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on with this. And don't let no condensation get in the bag, in a veggie bag. Okay, I like that too, look. It just don't even make no sense. It's just really, it's something. It's like, wow. And I know why people don't, people really don't eat as healthy as what we should because stuff is sky high. Why do I gotta pay $5.99 for like 6 lemons? Like 6 lemons, especially if you use a lot of lemons. Like 6 lemons, you might as well just find you a friend that got a lemon tree. Somebody that got a lemon tree, lemon tree, orange tree, like apples. It don't even make no sense. An apple bag, what am I paying for that? $5.99 or $6.99, and I think I'm getting maybe 6 apples or something. And it probably would make more sense to go like to farmers markets and all that kind of stuff. Even if you go to like Whole Foods and all them little different stores, it's like everybody everywhere. I'm sure the farmers market done took their prices up too because of what's going on. How pretty, right? And then we're going to do one more. This is really pretty. And then we're going to put one more bead on here. And I think we'll do I like the burgundy. The hole might be big enough for us. And see, these are the smaller, most of these are the smaller beads, which is better for the 1mm cord. And I find that the 1mm cord with these smaller beads tend to, you know, they work better, but not with the bigger, you know, like the bigger beads. Like if you making, not for me, you know, somebody else might do well with them. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's really cute. And then I think what we should do, you know what? How about if we make a, that little dog is cutting up. My neighbor got a little poodle, a new dog. That little dog, you know how babies cry a lot? Brand new babies be crying a lot. That's how that dog been doing, but not crying, but barking. I mean, roof, 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 just on and on and on, nonstop. I'm just like, oh my goodness. And they way across the way from me and I could hear them. Okay. So that's really cute. I like this right here. And then we're going to do one more. You know what? I think you guys could probably hear the dog barking. I think I'm going to put, I wonder if we want to use this one. Let's try this one as our focal. I got these at Joann's way back when. I miss Joann's too, y'all. I really miss Joann's. I miss being able to run right down the street and, you know, just kind of run in and get some wire, get some wire or ear wires or, you know, a strand of beads or something. I really miss that. I'm just like, wow, y'all was not supposed to close. I don't know what y'all was thinking about or what somebody was doing. So we're going to do this like this. And then I think, let's do a brown. Well, wait a minute. Do I want to do a bigger brown? I'm going to try a bigger brown. See if this will match good with a bigger brown. Bigger brown. I think that'll work. We'll do a bigger brown. And then let's do, we'll do the small 8mm bead. Oops. And then we'll do this one, and we'll do that like that. And then I think let's use another 2 of these beads right here. See if it'll be too much. I don't think it will be, but let's see. No, that won't be too much. And I think we can put the brown beads on here too. Let's do that too. We'll do some more brown beads. Or let me see. Small bead right here. Oh, small black one. And then, you know what? Let's just keep going with these beads right here. I'm going to do another brown. And then we'll do this one right here. Oh, with the playlist, there's going to be more playlists, like 3 hours, 4 hours, that type of thing. So if you're creating or working or doing whatever you're doing, it's meant to be like background music. You know, if you are looking for some type of background music when you're creating, that's what it's meant for, because I listen to it Not saying that you want to listen to it, but those of you who have, mentioned that you like the music and that type of thing. I know sometimes you probably want to hear the music and not maybe watch me create, but just kind of want to listen to the music. I figured it would make more sense to just make it a long playlist to where you can actually just listen to the music. You don't have to be watching the video. But, oh yeah, that's really cool. Look, that's really cool. I'm not going to put no charms on here either. So what makes it is the beads. Now, the beads that I hand painted, look at that. So if you're out and about, and let's say you're not even a vendor, you're at an event, like one of the really huge street fairs or music festivals or something like that, and you come across a vendor, and on their table, the table is presented well, is professional, everything looks attractive. The vending person is, let's say it's me, glistening and glowing and smiling and grinning and welcoming and all that good stuff, right? Dress real nice, look fresh and crispy and smiling and welcoming you. And I'm not attached to my product, right? I'm not attached to my product. Come and buy my product, not with a spirit of desperation, but with a spirit of, I welcome you to buy what I have and take it to a good home. Right? Like when people go buy pets and that kind of stuff, not desperation, because people can sense desperation when you're out there and you're buying, I mean, not buying, but you're vending. And when people come, because I do have people that'll say something about, people like to haggle with them about, like their prices or, and they say that generally they will go ahead and reduce their prices. It's like, well, no, because a lot of times people can sense the desperation that you really want to sell something. That's why you should never go to a vending event broke or not having any money or any resource or anything like that, because you are going to give in because you chances are you need the money, and they can sense that. They can sense that, and they can also sense when somebody is attached to what it is that they've made. It's like if you've ever ran into somebody like that and they're attached to what they made, that's not good stuff. So let's say and you come up to my table and you see sets like these, like beautiful sets like this with the beads. They stand out from any other vendor there. You know why? Because the beads are hand painted. Because I painted the beads. Now you see some of these beads that you may see somewhere else, but for the most part, what stands out for these three pieces is those hand painted beads, those 20 millimeter hand painted beads, right? So that's what you want to do. Like when you out and about, and then you got to have confidence in your product. You got to have confidence in what it is that you're making, what you're selling, and all that type of stuff. Now, if you've made something out of the less expensive materials, right, that's where them soft items be coming in at. Then you can, by all means, haggle away. But when you know what what you have and what you're selling, it's like, no, and don't go somewhere desperate. Don't, you do that, you're going to basically be giving your stuff away. That's not what you want to be doing if you, if you value it like that. And of course, if the quality is there. So if you got high quality, that's another thing. People can look at something and it's perceived value on their part. So when they look at it and it's like, oh, that ain't worth $30. Can I give you $15 for it? Because they're looking at it and to them it's worth $15, maybe in their mind less. They just don't want to disrespect you any further than what they did. So you got to consider, folks is just not giving away their money. They're paying for value. They not, they look at the quality. They looking for quality. And then whatever it is that you're selling, it has to look like it's worth more than what you're selling it for. So you can't give in. You got to be confident in yourself, and you got to be confident in what it is that you're making and you're selling. And a lot of times people are not confident because they can look at what they have and they know that the quality is not the best either too. So, you gotta, not you, any of us have to do better as far as, quality. This is really pretty as far as quality. All of us, me, you, anybody, we just got to do better, with quality, like making quality pieces. Like if I wouldn't wear it, ain't nobody gonna wear it. But this is gorgeous right here. So if I came up to a vendor and I saw this displayed on the table, right? And I'm looking at it and I'm examining it. My whole thing is, first of all, it's unique. It's very different. I haven't seen anything else at this music festival that looks like this at all, period. So chances are I'm gonna buy it. That's if I didn't make jewelry, because this is the type of jewelry that I wear and I like and I wear. So if I'm somewhere and I saw this, and especially, if the price is the price and it's a good price and I could tell the quality, I would definitely buy it. Now, depending on what the price was, that would determine if I bought it or not, is if it was made with 1mm cord or 1.5mm cord. So when I look at stretch bracelets and I see that it's made with 1mm cord, I'm not buying it, because chances are at some point the 1mm cord is going to stretch out, even though it's going to get too big for my wrist, right? Or at some state it's going to break. So if I go with the 1.5mm, which is nice and thick and it's tied correctly, for me, this is me, and I look at it and it's tied and it got like not, that's security to me. Or if it's not, and it's burned or glued, that's security to me if it's 1.5mm cord. And then depending on what the price is, the quality of the piece, then I would buy it, right? So that's what I look for. Like if I happen to buy something, and it's very rare that I buy jewelry because I make jewelry, right? Very, very rare. I got to see something that's really out of this world, fantastic, that I probably couldn't make myself for me to buy it, okay? But for the most part, that's what I look at when I'm looking. And even if I'm not out buying anything, as a creator, I will look at people's pieces and examine it and do that. And then what drew me to the table? Did something draw me to the table? Was it a nice piece? Was it the display? Was it the person's energy or their vibe? Because you can pick up all that stuff. Their vibe, their energy, like, is there like this light coming from where they are? And then I'll go over, and that type of person you want to support. So I may not buy like a 3-piece or something like that. I'll buy something, sauce item. I'll buy something, that they have, just to support them, because I want to support them, right? That's even like with branding. When you're branding, a lot of you people that are on social media, you want to really put yourself out there as far as who you are. Because remember, in the old days, nobody knew who the owner was behind a company. Nobody knew that. All you knew was it was a company. Remember, you can go to their website, wasn't no pictures up there, wasn't no contact person, none of that kind of stuff, right? But nowadays, because there's so many scams and so much crazy stuff going on and all that kind of stuff, you want people to know who you are on all these. I'm not saying put your life out there. I'm just saying that you want to brand yourself in a way to where people know that you're the business owner for said company or said business, right? That means professional pictures. When you put pictures out of yourself with your business and all that kind of stuff, professional pictures, right? And when you put pictures out for your product, professional pictures, right? You want to welcome people in to who you are. That's even like on Facebook. If you have a personal Facebook page, right? You do want to, if people send you a friend request, you want them to be your friend request, right? Because that's a part of your branding. That's a part of who you are as the owner of whatever that business is, right? But if you got like crazy stuff and just wild stuff and all that kind of stuff on your Facebook pages and all that kind of stuff, guess what? Don't accept folk in. But if you got something on your Facebook page and it's valuable outside of your group pages, and it's your personal page and you have valuable information on there, usable information, I like to say, because what I put on mine is something called life currency. And I always put like some type of little information or, whatever I'm thinking at the moment or whatever. If I've been studying or reading or doing something, I like to share kind of like information and stuff, like usable information. I think it is. That's why I call it life currency, right? So that's a part of branding. That's a part of my branding. And my whole thing is for Jewelry by BDK, people know, oh, that's Darlene. Jewelry by BDK is Darlene. How do we know that's Darlene? How do we know that's that lady in a sense of a visual? Well, because that lady is always putting pictures out. She has pictures everywhere of her. So we know that she is the person behind the brand, right? She's the person behind the brand. And that's what you want to start doing too, like with your branding and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, just a little something in conversation. But anyway, I like the way these came out. These are really cool, huh? I'm loving the beads. I'm loving this whole everything. Very boho-ish and stuff too. I just really like this. And when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I want to put some charms on it. But then I'm thinking I don't want to put charms. And I'll be like, Darlene, everything don't need a charm on it. But some stuff, they look so much better with charms on them though, right? And I'm just like, wow, everything to me looks good with a charm on it. And sometimes I got to fight myself to not put charms on it like with this one. But I do like these. You guys let me know what you think. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by PDK. I know y'all didn't come here for a sermon, but every once in a while we need one. And guess what? We'll talk.